Hello. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually really excited because I found some new drugstore products that I hadn't seen online or I haven't heard anything about either. And then this is actually by a brand that I feel like I only have like maybe 2 or 3 products from this brand. So yeah, I was kind of like browsing through my drugstore and I saw this like new line on display, and it's like the organic wear display by Physicians Formula. So we're just gonna be trying out a few products that I purchased, the most kind of like the ones that stood out to me that I was like most excited about. They didn't have like a ton of new products, but they did have a good amount of like products from kind of like every range. So yeah, we're just gonna try them out. I'm gonna give you guys kind of like my first impressions. We'll see how it goes. You guys know that I have a foundation by Physicians Formula, the Healthy Skin, that is kind of like my all-time favorite, and I actually purchased a foundation from them. So this is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir with jojoba oil. So this is what it looks like. You guys can see there, like on the green little tag, it says organic wear, and all of the products that I purchased today have that. So again, I don't know if this is like kind of like how the new line is called, like organic wear. I purchased this as well. I'm actually really excited because again, I haven't heard or seen anybody talking about these products, and I don't know if it's like new, and because sometimes like I feel like the products that I like come out, they take like a minute for us to get here in Canada. So I was really surprised to see this, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna purchase it and I want to try it because it just looks good. So I'm gonna try the foundation first. I don't have anything on my skin other than just moisturizer. I do have a little bit of mascara because it's pretty late right now, so I just took off whatever was on my face, and we're gonna be putting this on. I don't know much about this. It's a silk foundation elixir with jojoba oil, ultra nourishing, ultra fluid, weightless organic foundation elixir, improves appearance of skin tone and texture, and delivers a silky second skin airbrush dewy finish. It says shake bottle before each use, and I got the shade light to medium. I'm guessing this is not gonna have like, tons of coverage. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like super full coverage. The bottle is a glass bottle. It's quite heavy, and let me tell you guys the price of this real quick. Because I kind of like took all these products without knowing the price, but I was just too damn excited that I was like, I'm just gonna get them. So this foundation was $14.99. So I don't think that's too bad. I think the Healthy foundation was like way more expensive, if I can remember correctly. But this bottle just actually comes with like a little dropper. There, you guys can see it. It's a super liquidy foundation. Let me just show you guys a little bit here on the back of the hand. Oh my god. So I don't know how much I'm gonna need of this. I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit on the back of the hand. Not that much, I guess. I think I'm gonna do one side with like maybe a sponge, and then the other side with a brush, because I feel like a brush might work a little bit better. So here's a before of my skin. You guys can still like see that I'm quite glowy because of the moisturizer, but it's also these lights. So we'll see if this gives me an even dewier finish. I think I'm just gonna dot it on this side of the face. Hopefully this shade is okay. Because of the fact that this is like a new display at my drugstore, they didn't have much of these items, or I don't know if like they sold out, which I don't think so. But I think they were just kind of like arranging everything. But I don't know, again, like the shade range, how it is. But let's try this out again. I'm using this side with a sponge. that's blending into the skin like super easily. Which if I can remember, I had a foundation like long time ago. I think it was by L'Oreal. It was like the True Match. It was in a like a glass bottle, and it was super liquidy like this, and I love that foundation because it just looked like super natural in the skin, but it gave me kind of like the perfect amount of coverage. And yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a square bottle, and it was kind of like purple. It kind of faded into white, and I love that foundation. And then L'Oreal just got rid of it. I don't know why, but they did, and I had to look for other stuff. But that foundation was like the bomb, because it had like, I would say like light to medium coverage. But the best part about it was like it was just like super lightweight on the skin. Like you did not feel like you were wearing a foundation, but it kind of evened out your skin tone, you know, kind of like what you need for like an everyday kind of thing. And I remember I purchased that foundation like I think during the summer, so I was looking for something that was like super lightweight, that wasn't gonna be like super heavy because I was sweating and whatever. So yeah, wow, I'm really liking this. So I'm gonna come in closer. You guys can see it's a little bit more evened out. Like I had a couple scars here. Not really scars, but they're just like dark spots now, like this one and this one. But you guys can see that my skin is more evened out. It does have like a very, not like super dewy kind of finish, but it's definitely on the dewy side. Like it just looks healthy. It doesn't really, it looks like it just sinks into the skin in a nice way, you know, like it's not sitting on my skin or anything like that. And the color is pretty nice. Like I wasn't expecting this to be like full coverage or anything, and I used almost all of it, but not all of it. So you guys gotta remember, if you are gonna be using a sponge with these kind of like more liquidy foundations, the sponge is probably gonna pick up quite a bit of the product, but even then I feel like it didn't pick up a lot. Like most of it really just kind of sinked into the skin. I'm just gonna use whatever's left on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go straight with the brush just to see how it looks. Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna like it with a brush. I think definitely I'm gonna pick up some more foundation, so I'm just dropping, I think like maybe 4 drops. It's good enough. I don't know, hopefully. I'm actually gonna dot it on my face, kind of like the same way that I did on the other side, because I feel like the brush is just like sucking it all up. But yeah, there you guys can see it. And then I'm gonna go ahead with the brush. It's like running down my hand. And I'm kind of using kind of like stippling motions so I can get more, like most of the coverage that I can. Like the most coverage, you mean? Yeah, right away I'm liking it more with the sponge, because I feel like it just gives it a more natural kind of look. Like I feel like with the brush it's not really, it's giving me a few strokes first of all. Usually I like to apply my foundations with a sponge just because of that reason. I hate having brush strokes on my hair. But also I feel like because of the formula, because of the fact that it's like quite liquidy, it's kind of like sucking it more than the sponge, surprisingly. So yeah, I literally just purchased these products like not too long ago, like after work, and I was so damn excited about them. Like I was like, I've never seen these products or anybody talk about these. Like why? Like what if they're bomb? yeah, definitely don't really love it with the brush. I'm just gonna go over with the beauty blender. Oh, I feel like I'm getting really hot now. But still, I feel like it gave me a pretty good kind of coverage, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I might have gotten more coverage with the beauty blender on the other side. I'm just kind of taking whatever is left with the sponge on this side. Yeah, you see, and now I'm kind of building it up with the sponge on my nose. It's not looking the best, but that's also because my nose is quite dry right now. It's been really cold here where I live. You know, there's the beautifulness of living in Canada. It's just freaking cold and snowing and whatever. So my nose is a little bit rough looking at the moment. So I don't expect kind of like, you know, products to look amazing on there if I do have like dry skin. But okay, I think we're good with the skin. I really like how this is looking. Like, it just looks really, really, really dewy. But it's not like overly dewy. It might be looking a little bit more dewy on camera, but that's just because of the lights. But it looks really nice in person. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing, you know, like a full mask, because it does kind of like sink into the skin. But I feel like on those dry areas, it does kind of look not cakey, but it does kind of emphasize it a little bit. Like even here on my chin, that's where I get a little bit of dry skin as well. And the nose, it's not looking like super pretty. So there you guys can see kind of like a close-up of my skin. But I think it looks pretty nice. I did use kind of like all of the product on here, and it doesn't feel sticky. However, if I do put my hand, I think it kind of transfers a little bit. Now, the thing with this foundation is it has oil, jojoba oil, and I don't know how that's gonna do if you have oily skin. Like, I have combination to oily skin, I would say, and I do get oily throughout the day. So I would be interested to see how this kind of wears, if it gets like hella oily, you know. But unfortunately today I'm not gonna really be able to test it for a long period of time because it's pretty late at night already. But the hours that I do wear it, I'm gonna pay attention to see how it looks, you know, if I do get oilier and whatnot. Now the next product I want to try out is the Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer with jojoba oil as well. So I think this whole line has like the jojoba oil. I don't know what it is about this oil, but it is infused in the product. So this is what it looks like. Let me just take it out. I don't think they had much shades of this, like a range of shades, or at least I didn't see. This is in the shade Toffee. It's at the top right corner, and it says Sculpting Bronzer, and that's it. It says it's a ultra blendable and buildable bronzer loaded with hydrating antioxidants to provide a healthy all over warmth to your skin. Let's try it out. I hope this shade is not too dark because it does actually, it might be all right. Let's see how much we get on here. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Packaging, it is a plastic packaging, and this one was how much was this? $10.79. All right, I don't think that's too bad. Let's just kind of warm it up on the back of the hand. So yeah, I think this might be a little bit dark, but we'll still give it a go. I don't really want to go straight onto the face. I think I'm gonna use whatever I'm putting on the back of my hand, just because that way the product is warm, like it's already kind of like blended a little bit. And I'm just gonna use kind of like the butt of my beauty blender and use that to apply this. Now you guys know how much I love the butter bronzer by Physicians Formula. I feel like that formula is just like bomb diggity. And this bronzer is looking really nice as well. It's not super orange, and it's just, I feel like because of all these products being infused with that jojoba oil, oh my god, I feel like they're all blending into each other like really well. Okay, let's try on this side, kind of building it up with the stick like that. Sometimes when you go straight with the stick, it's a little bit harder to blend. So let's see if that's the case with this. Not at all. It blends super easily. I would definitely use this more as kind of like a bronzer, just because of the warmth that it has to it. It's a little bit more like orangey red. So I wouldn't necessarily use this for contouring, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty nice though. I do like it. I'm just taking whatever's left on the back of my hand, kind of like on the jawline. What you can also do with these kind of like cream products is take your beauty blender and go straight onto the product, or a brush. Like if you like to use a brush for like cream bronzer or whatever, you can definitely do that. It's literally just all about preference, you know, whatever you like, whatever you don't like. Just gonna take a little bit onto the forehead, just a tiny bit. It just looks like I don't have, you know, foundation and then bronzer. Like it's all kind of sinking into one another, which is perfect, and I really like that. It's really easy to use. Like it's not one of those products that is gonna, you know, be hard to blend or be too pigmented to the point where you're like, oh my god, like now I've applied too much, like it's not blending. Nothing like that whatsoever, and my skin just looks bomb. This one, yeah, I like. Next, I've been wanting to get more cream blushes because I feel like there's been a couple of them on the market that are just like super beautiful. I got this one. This is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Dewy Blush Elixir with Superfruits. So this is what it looks like. This packaging is actually glass. The other one was plastic, and the foundation is glass as well. So this one, I got it in the shade. I think they only had one shade, which I was like, bruh, like that's the only shade you have? But I was like, whatever. So I got this one. It says lightweight, easy to blend formula, revives cheeks for a visibly smoother, plumper, fresh, dewy look. Rich with anti-aging organic superfruits, cranberry and blueberry. So let's just open it up. It has a pump on it, which I think is pretty nice. Let's just pump it out. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Wow, that's pretty pigmented, it looks like, and very liquidy. There, you guys can see it. So I think this is the only product. Oh my god, no. Was I supposed to shake this? Yes. Well, I'm stupid as fuck. Hold on, give me 1 second. I didn't shake it, and I was kind of like touching it, and it had like little balls on it. I don't want that, so let's shake it and actually read the directions that it says on here. Shake it well, you know. Okay, I think we're good to go. Yes, that's better. Okay, yeah, that makes a huge difference. So you guys can see that this thing is not like going everywhere. Like when I first pumped it out, it was literally going everywhere. Still kind of has like those little balls though. Is that supposed to be happening? That's odd. Can you guys see them? I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it on camera, but it's kind of weird. Okay, let's just go into the face with it. I'm gonna kind of dot it on this side first, see how that looks, and blend it in with my sponge as well. Wow, that's like hella dewy, but it's pretty. Wow. Yeah, that's really pretty. But those little balls are really bothering me. Look. Do you guys see them? Like, what is that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I blended properly this time. I mean, I shook it properly. Just gonna go straight with my butt of my blender. Okay, I think that's better. Oh, this color is so pretty though. Beautiful color. Oh, I really like this. But the fact that it kind of balled up like that is just like throwing me off. It's not on my face though. Look at that. That's so freaking pretty. The only thing is, I do feel like this one looks kind of oily. Like, do you guys see that kind of like shine? I feel like it might be a little bit too much. But I'm gonna give it a second to kind of dry off. See if it kind of dries off a little bit more matte, although I don't think so. But look at the back of my hand. Here are little balls of product. I'm trying to shake it again and pump another pump just to see if the same thing happens. Yeah, what in the hell? I don't know if it's just the product, like the oil and the pigment maybe, that are not like, they're not vibing with each other. You know what I mean? That's really weird. Here, you guys can see a little bit better, I think. Can you guys see it? I don't think it's, I mean, it's not a big issue because on the skin, it doesn't come off like that. But when you are applying it on the back of your hand, you're just kind of like, what is that? You know what I mean? The color is beautiful. Getting impulse on this on my lips. But yeah, it definitely does feel a little bit oilier than the foundation. The foundation doesn't feel like that. But it's weird because this one doesn't really say that it has jojoba oil. Yeah, I mean, it looks really pretty. It looks like really natural. You know, it looks like I'm just like flushed and whatnot. This blush was $12.49, so $12.50. I think I've let this kind of chill on my skin for a minute, and yeah, it even feels like sticky around my cheeks. I don't know if I would love that because again, I do get oily on my T-zone, and I feel like this is just gonna make me way oilier. Move on to the last product that I got is the Physicians Formula Rosé Kiss All Day Velvet Lip Color. Looks like this. They did have a few shades of these ones. They were all kind of like on the nude kind of family, and I got the one that is called Pillow Talk. So it's like an actual crayon, which I thought was like really nice, you know, for like every day or whatever. I always tell you guys that I don't really use lip products, but I want to get into it because I don't know, I just got bored of using the same one. So I'm gonna try this one. It is kind of like a matte formula, like a satin formula. There you guys can see it. So it's supposed to last, you know, a minute and whatever. And yeah, let's just try it. Yeah, it's really nice on the lips actually. I do like that a lot. Okay, I really don't like the fact that I look so shiny on my T-zone. So I want to get maybe a powder. The only thing I am noticing right now that I want to point out is on this side, product always sinks in into my smile line more than this side, and right now it's like sinking in a lot, and I don't really like that. So it's kind of bad because it hasn't been that long since I've been wearing this foundation, and it's already kind of like sinking in badly. So it's kind of bad, you know. I'm not even wearing concealer. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I'm just gonna use the sponge because I feel like an oily mess right now, mainly on the T-zone. So I'm just gonna take the beauty blender and kind of go over pretty much all of this area, because right now it's just not looking really pretty. You guys can still see how dewy this area is where I didn't set it with powder because of the bronzer and the blush. Areas where I applied the blush here and I applied powder now. I mean, it's looking okay, but I don't know, this is really odd. Like, I feel like this is very, very, very oily. Really hope it doesn't clog my pores. You know what? For shits and giggles, let's go back with a little bit more blush on top of the powder. See what happens. What happens? Looks fine. Thing is, it's like a pretty finish. But if you have oily skin, I don't know that you're gonna love this, because even like, for example, for me, sometimes when I get oily throughout the day, I can feel it. Like I can feel the oil kind of sitting on the skin, and it kind of gives me the same vibe with this. And it's obviously a no good. So yeah, that's that on that. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel, because I don't hate it, but I don't love it. You know what I mean? And the fact that it did that with the little balls, it kind of threw me off. But once you blend it in, it does give you like a really beautiful, like flushy, glowy kind of effect to the skin, you know? So it's pretty, but I'm just not quite sure. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. And I might come back at the end of the night, maybe like before I go to sleep, and I wash my face off, obviously, and I'll give you kind of guys like a run off of how it kind of worked. Right now it's pretty late. I put this around like 7:15. It's 7:50 right now. So let's say I put it at 7 p.m. I'll come back later and see for the like few hours that I wear it, how it wears, how it looks, if I got like hella oily, how I feel with it on my skin, especially with this foundation. We'll see, because I did like the foundation, but I feel like the other products And not even the bronzer so much, but especially the blush. I feel like it's just not gonna vibe very well with this. But the foundation I do really like, at least for now, except for the fact that it kind of sunk into my smile line too much. But it is what it is. Usually all foundations do that, but I feel like, I don't know, right now I'm kind of like, you know, I feel like it's just that blush that's kind of like you know. Yeah, let's just leave it at that for now. I'll come back in a few hours. I'll give you guys kind of like my thoughts at that time. And yeah. Alrighty guys, so I'm back. It's not even that late. It's actually only 10 p.m. or 9:55 to be exact. But I need to take this off and sleep. I'm so tired. I'm gonna give you guys kind of like my first impression thoughts on this situation. I feel like with these products, I'm going to have to play around with them kind of in a different kind of way, because I feel like the foundation should be okay, but because I mixed kind of everything, like the cream bronzer and then the cream blush, I feel like they didn't really work out together, which I thought they would because they were the same brand, same kind of line. But I think for me, because I do have combination to oily skin, it just, I feel like the three of them just don't really mix together. Yeah, it's just, this blush is, it's too oily. Like, it's just literally feels like oil, and it kind of, I feel like because it's too oily, it kind of breaks apart. And even though the color looks beautiful, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like a dud to me. I feel like if you were to use this on like bare skin, maybe it would look nice. Like if you were just kind of going for more of a natural kind of look and you wanted a little bit more kind of that glowy kind of finish to your skin, I feel like it would be pretty. But on top of other makeup, it's just, it's not a good situation because it just kind of breaks everything apart. I can literally like wipe it off and it's like just oil sitting on my skin. Like it feels oily. I didn't really set my entire face today, but I don't know, it's just, it's really, it's a really weird product. I don't know if I got a bad one, if that's how it is. I don't know. The foundation, again, I don't want to say right away that I don't like it because I want to kind of keep using it. I'll probably try it on again, you know, throughout this week just to see kind of how it wears by itself without using those other two products. The bronzer I do like, and swatch it out for you guys. Like even the swatch right here, when you blend it into the skin, it does feel kind of like, you know, nice and creamy, but it does kind of have a, I don't want to say like a powder finish because it's definitely not like a powder finish, but it doesn't feel like super oily like the blush does. I feel like the blush is the one that really I was most excited about, and it's kind of like me, you know, like the bronzer just looks really nice. It does have like a weird scent. It's not bad, but I think it smells kind of like the oil. But anyways, those are kind of my thoughts on it right now. I do like the foundation. It blends really nice into the skin. Like, it's not super full coverage. It's definitely like a light to medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up. I liked it with the sponge way better than the brush because I feel like the sponge really just kind of helped keep the coverage and it didn't give you any strokes or anything like that. And yeah, that is it. The lip crayon as well, I really like it. I feel like this is gonna be something that I can just kind of throw on, like, really, like I was literally just talking such good stuff about you. Why did you have to do that? It literally just broke off on me. Okay, I kind of put it back in. The only thing is I'm gonna have to be sharpening this, which is gonna be kind of annoying, but it's alright. You know? It's all good. The color is really nice. The formula is like a satin matte. Oh my god, again. Okay, well, it just broke off on me again. I have to sharpen it now because I really like the packaging. It's just like one of those that you kind of like, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's a really pretty like nudie shade for like everyday. It's like my lips, but better, as some people would say. Yeah, that freaking, like, I can literally wipe the bronzer and the blush off. Like, do you guys see that? Because it's so oily here. Like, that should not be the case. Like, I can literally see the oil sitting on my fingers now. That's not right. That ain't right. So, Physicians Formula, what the hell happened to that blush? Please explain to me, because I was like really hyped and really excited to find like a creamy blush that looked like, you know, like, oh, I'm just blushing because I just saw the man that I like really like. But no, you just made me look like an oily and feel like an oily mess. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool, bro. Not fucking cool. So yeah, guys, those are kind of my thoughts right now. Again, I'm gonna try to kind of keep using the products as I go, like throughout this week, and see how I feel about them, if I notice anything different. Also, today I didn't wear it for that long. I was wearing this for like only like 3 hours, and it kind of went like horribly wrong. But again, I feel like this because of those products, like they just didn't layer well together. So tomorrow I'm gonna try it out with just my kind of like regular products, the ones that I already know work well, and we'll see how it goes, you know. We shall see. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments if you guys have tried or seen these products, because again, I hadn't seen these products or I haven't heard anybody talk about them, so that's why I was like very much intrigued to buy them and just kind of give you guys my thoughts, you know. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye. I'm out now. I'm really sad. I really wanted you to work. I had really high expectations for you, but it's just not working out. We're just gonna have to distance ourselves, you know. I mean, we can try again, but I can't do it on my own. You have to put your part in, you know. This is a two-way thing. Two-way thing. I can't do everything. I can't.